Hey YouTube, it's Alyse here, and today I'm going to be sharing a different style video with you. This isn't going to be the typical uplifting, motivational, health-focused video. This is going to be more of like a video diary, and I'm sharing this for two reasons. The first is to simply express it, to get it off my chest, out of my mind, out of my body, and to just express it and share it. And the second reason is to hopefully help you feel supported and loved and cared for if you can relate to these things that I have been experiencing, and hopefully inspire you to take better care of yourself, to nurture yourself, and to love yourself. I haven't planned this video. I'm just gonna share whatever's in my head, whatever comes out of my mouth, just the things that I've kind of been thinking about these past few weeks and maybe past couple of months. I don't really know exactly when it started. It's kind of been like a slow, slippery slope. I actually want to share this quote with you that my friend shared today. It's a quote by Osho, and it goes, "Watch the waves in the ocean. The higher the wave goes, the deeper is the wake that follows it. One moment you are the wave, another moment you are the hollow wake that follows. Enjoy both. Don't get addicted to one. Don't say, I would always like to be on the peak. It's not possible. Simply see the fact, it's not possible. It has never happened, and it will never happen. It is simply impossible, not in the nature of things. Then what to do? Enjoy the peak while it lasts, and enjoy the valley when it comes. What is wrong with the valley? What is wrong with being low? It is a relaxation. A peak is an excitement, and nobody can exist continuously in an excitement." So when I read that, I was like, yes, 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 yes. That is what I'm feeling. That's what I'm thinking. That's what's been going on for me. I have a really, really hard time accepting the low points and accepting that I'm in a valley of my life. I get really caught up with the excitement, the high point, the peak, and I have a difficult time letting go of the idea that I can always be there. Like, I can't always be there, and I just have a hard time grasping that and like coming to terms with that. So let me give you a little more detail. I used to wake up super early, like 5:30-ish, 6 o'clock every morning, and I would get up and go to the gym right away, and that would be like my morning routine, part of my morning routine. That was my foundation, the very special me time that I had every single morning before I started my day, and that is really, really important to me. Over the past few months, I've kind of slipped out of that habit, that morning routine, and I'm just kind of waking up a lot later, closer to 8 a.m., 9 a.m., and then getting my day started. And what happens when I let go of that morning routine, that structure, that discipline of waking up and going to the gym every morning and exercising, what happens when I let go of that is I lack discipline in other areas of my life. I start having like less of a work routine. I just work whenever I feel like it, and I lose a lot of hours in the day, it seems like, because I'm waking up later. But I don't go to bed later. I go to bed around the same time, 9, 10 p.m. and I lose hours in the day. It's like the day is so much shorter when I don't have that early morning. And because of that, I feel like my days have been consumed with work, but they haven't really. I'm working fairly the same amount as I did when I had that routine, but because I'm not waking up earlier, I'm having less extra time after I'm done working in the day. It's like I get out of the gym and start working at like 11 or noon, and all of a sudden I work for a couple of hours and it's already time to make dinner. And that is just like not a fulfilling life, not a fun life, and it's just been getting me down, and I feel like I've been in this slump of laziness, and I don't want this to come off as like I have an exercise addiction, because that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm trying to say is having one thing that is like a habitual thing that gets you out of bed in the morning. For you, it could be saying a prayer, it could be expressing gratitude, it could be writing in your journal, it could be stretching or doing yoga. So I'm not talking about an addiction, I'm talking about a ritual. And this was very healthy for me, and as I've lost touch with that over the past couple of months, but more so the past couple of weeks, it's just been affecting every single area of my life. And I haven't even wanted to get in front of the camera because I feel like things are just falling apart. And it might sound like I'm exaggerating because like I live in Hawaii and I'm self-employed and I don't have to work at a certain time, and like this could be taken as me being ungrateful, and that's not it at all. I'm simply at a low point and I just need to pick myself back up again. But I felt compelled to share with you that I'm not on all the time. I'm not at this high peak all the time, like 365 days a year, every single day of the month, every single day of the week. I have low days. Like today, I bawled my eyes out because I realized that I've just fallen into this daze of like going through the motions, and that's not who I am. I let go of that life a long time ago, back in high school when I was depressed and self-harmed and all of this stuff. Like I let go of that and I became this person that I was so proud of, who had discipline and who took care of herself so well. Addison has been making breakfast for me every morning and supporting me and helping me in so many ways, and I just haven't been getting myself out of this slump. It's almost like I've just been like staying comfortable, chilling here. So that quote that I shared with you earlier about embracing the feeling of being at the peak and also being in the valley, I feel like I haven't been embracing being in the valley. To me, what that means is relaxing when you're feeling mellow or when you're feeling stressed, taking things off your plate. But it doesn't mean letting go of your rituals. It doesn't mean stopping the things that you're passionate about. It doesn't mean allowing yourself to get pulled into a darkness. It means simply nurturing yourself and knowing when it's time to step back and knowing when it's time to relax and feel mellow and have a day off. But it doesn't mean allow yourself to do that day after day after day after day, which is what I've been doing. It feels really good to vocalize this, and I know that I don't need to share it on this channel. I know that I can simply keep this video for myself or just delete it and sit with the positive feeling that I have from just expressing it and getting it out of my body, out of my mind. But I do want to share it with you because I have no desire for you to think I'm like this perfect human being that is always positive, always happy, always like rocking it. Sure, that's definitely my highest self, feeling amazing and taking care of myself and like experiencing the valleys and the peaks and just loving it all and being accepting of it all. That's definitely me at the core, and I love that version of myself. But I have no desire to trick you into thinking that I don't also experience low points. I feel like I'm just going through somewhat of a rebirth right now. Like this lazy part of me is dying, and I'm about to leave for Kauai to start training for the Appalachian Trail, and things are about to change. Like my whole life is about to completely shift. So this feels healthy for me to share this with you, that I've been going through this, and my intentions for the next week and a half before I start training for the trail and getting out of society is to get back into that morning ritual that I had for myself and that I love. Waking up early, getting to the gym, getting an early start to the day, and carrying things out like I was when I felt my absolute best. I really believe that implementing the things that make me feel the best will bring me back into that routine and into that good rhythm and just feeling more positive, more motivating, more just like alive again. I feel like I've been dying And I just hope that if you can relate to this in any way, that you will do what it takes to bring yourself out of this slump. You know the things that make you feel good. Maybe for you, it's getting 10 hours of sleep every night. Maybe for you, it's taking a bath a couple of times a week and relaxing. Maybe for you, it's getting up and doing yoga, going for a run. Maybe for you, it's getting up and walking your dog, or perhaps it's meal prepping once a week. Whatever those things are that really make you feel good and on top of things and empowered, I truly hope that you will take this video as a sign to jump back into those things that are best for you. I feel like that's the main thing I want to share with you, is just what's been going on for me, and hopefully inspire you to start taking better care of yourself. And know that we're all in this together. Like, we're not all suffering alone. We all go through such similar things. And that's what I've created the Raw Alignment community on Facebook for, is to have a safe space where we can all express these things that are going on and help each other. You know, when I'm at a peak, help you through your low. When you're at a peak, help me through my low. That group has over 11,000 individuals in it, and it's really, really beautiful to see the conversations that come up and see people become friends across the world through the internet. And it's really beautiful to see the support that takes place in there, and the love is abundant. And I guess that's what I want to share with you today. I know I didn't have this planned. I also want to say that I didn't make this video to receive suggestions. I really feel that I know my body very, very well. I know what it needs. I know what my mind needs in order to feel better, to feel happier and more empowered. So as much as I totally appreciate your willingness and desire to share any suggestions with me, I want to please ask you to hold off on that. I would definitely love you to share any stories that you have regarding this topic of peaks and valleys and going through slumps and anything else that you feel relates to this video. So if you can relate to the things that I talked about today, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. I am gonna do my best to get some videos up for you before I leave for Kauai, and hopefully schedule a few of them for while I'm in Kauai. And that's it. Here's a big hug for you in case you were in need of one. I love you so much. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I know that it wasn't a crazy motivational one, but I really appreciate you taking the time to be here with me, to listen to what's going on in my personal life. And again, I love you so much. You are worthy of feeling amazing, and you are worthy of feeling empowered.